Check 1 2 test 1 2 test. Got it now? Okay, testing 1 2, take number 2, check 1 2 1 2, Preston versus Marsh Valley. By my watch, we got about 10 minutes, so everything good. I will call you back in just a little bit. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Preston, number 4, spell her last name.
It should be Mortensen. They have it spelled Mourtinensen. It's got an extra syllable in it. Mortensen. I still just pronounce it Mortensen. She's the flex player anyway. Only get to say her name once. The other lineup card back. See, and subs or anything you might need it for. So I got them all written down. I got a roster.
And it's Larry
Morrison. Just like Jim. Just like the guy from The Doors. I do. That would be Brandon Larson.
Okay, awesome, thank you.
Did you call the right fielder? Did you call her last name Park or Perk? Number 9. This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pre-game show in 5 seconds from Mark.
Let's go! Batter up! We're taking the afternoon off. It's a beautiful day for a ball game today. The fans are out to get a ticket or two. From Walla Walla, Washington to Kalamazoo, it's a beautiful day for a home run, but even a triple's okay. We're gonna cheer and boo and raise a hullabaloo at the ball game today.
This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. And a very pleasant afternoon, everybody. We welcome you here to Tony Hansen Field as the Lady Indians on the field here today as they take on the Lady Eagles from Marsh Valley. Happy Monday afternoon. As kind of a strange setting today for the Indians, not normally playing on Mondays, but here they are. And they'll take on the Lady Eagles from Marsh Valley in a single game here today. The two teams met earlier in the year when still dealing with rain and snow and things on the field, and Marsh Valley was able to win that game, so the Indians will look to bounce back and pick up a victory here today. Picking up victory, that's exactly what they did the last time out, as the Indians picked up a split of the doubleheader last Friday against the Century as they upped their record. Well, in fact, we'll come back. We'll tell you about what their record is. We'll tell you about the record of Marsh Valley as well as we dive into our news and notes segment brought to you by North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. We'll get to that coming up after this timeout on the Lancaster, on the What is this? The My Local Radio Sports Network. Sorry about that.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but confused where to even begin the process? Come to the most trusted and longest established real estate group in Franklin County with Bailey Beckstead Real Estate Team.
We've been a proud part of this community since 1979 when my dad, Scott Beckstead, began here in Preston. Since our founding, we've come to know the importance of honesty and promoting a community of giving back. Contact me, Bailey Beckstead, and our team at Beckstead Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying, selling, or renting.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
105.5 FM KACH.
I'm Dan Keller, Mayor of Preston, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jay Butters with Alta Bank, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, this is Lyle Fuller with the Fuller & Fuller Law Firm, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong. Hi, I'm Larry Morrison with Evergreen Financial Partners. We are Preston proud and Idaho strong.
105.5 KACH. We're Preston proud, Idaho strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
And welcome back in here to the pregame show as this afternoon the Lady Indians from Preston here today get ready to take on the Marsh Valley Eagles from here at Tony Hansen Field. We're certainly glad to have you with us here today as the Indians get ready to take on the Lady Eagles as the Preston Indians come in with their split of the doubleheader on Friday. Their record now stands at 2-8 on the year. They are 1-3 overall in conference play. For Marsh Valley, they are 9-6, 2-0 in conference play, and they sit atop their division in 3A. So they're having another outstanding year softball-wise over at Marsh Valley. For the Indians, they really kind of had two opposite games on Friday. They lost a tough pitcher's duel, which they got only 6 runs on 6 hits in that game and losing by a score of 10-6. Then the bats really shook loose and woke up in the second game when they scored a total of 13 runs. The big blow in the game, of course, coming from Carly Madsen, who had the 2-run home run in the nightcap. She also singled and scored a couple of times in that game. She went 2 for 3 with the 2 RBIs in the home run. And in the first game that day, Carly went 0 for 3 with a walk, but also scored a run. So Carly Madsen certainly was swinging the big bat after getting dropped down to the 5 spot in the lineup after she'd been hitting leadoff for the last couple of years, but made a little adjustment, and that change in the lineup will also hold on today as well, as Avery Madsen will hit leadoff today, and Carly will again hit in the 5 spot. Of course, the boys have a busy week as well. We'll tell you about the busy week the girls have coming up when we talk to head coach Larry Morrison in the coach's corner. But the boys have a busy week. They have a doubleheader here on Wednesday against Pocatello that gets started at 3:30, and a single game in Pocatello on Thursday. They've moved that Pocatello game back by 30 minutes on Thursday. So first pitch on Thursday will be at 4:30 rather than at 4 o'clock like is originally scheduled and posted. But we will still have that doubleheader for you on Wednesday and the single game coming up on Thursday as well. Well, speaking of Larry Morrison, it'll be time to step into the coach's corner. We'll talk to the coach, brought to you by Evergreen Financial Partners. Remember, when you're planning your financial future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. And remember, they also now have an office in Pocatello as well. So we'll take a time out. We'll come back. We'll step into the coach's corner. We'll talk to the coach, Larry Morrison, when we get back. We'll do that as we continue here on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
Looking for unique ideas to promote your business? How about something for that special gift, celebration, team sport, vacation, or family outing? DeMarie's Vinyl Designs can design and produce items for any occasion, male or female, with the highest quality merchandise and procedures that will not fade, peel, or wear out. Check out her store on Etsy at etsy.com/shop/DeMarie's Vinyl Designs. Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in the Cache Valley, offering freshly baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup. Just download the Crumble app or visit their website.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
KACH.
And welcome back here to the pregame show as we once again step into the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Evergreen Financial Partners. As we'll talk to head coach Larry Morrison here as we get ready for the girls taking on the Marsh Valley Eagles. A successful day on Friday. You split the doubleheader, but you come out with a very important win in the nightcap.
Yeah, that was two fun doubleheader games to roll into. Play against this conference team against Century and kept it close the first game. Come back the second game and really hit the ball really well and got a W out of it and split. So good for us.
What happens between games? I mean, it's you go from a situation where you have a hard time getting hits and getting men on base, and you're limited fairly to just a few runs, and all of a sudden things just go crazy in the second game.
Yeah, it's funny how this sport of softball works. I just think the momentum, we started to figure her out about the sixth inning, so a little bit too late, but that just kind of rolled over in the second game, and we just were on point, and obviously the two-run shot by Carly Matson kind of started things going and got energy flowing, and then after that it was just, we just rolled with it and kept hitting and scoring points.
So you pick up a split against Century, a very important split in conference play.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that right now, obviously, we're sitting in 2 seed. We take the win of Century, and that'll prop us up for 2 seed. Play Pokey next week, so that'll give us another telltale of where we need to be at. But a huge win against Century. That's a team I know we compete with, and get us in the tournament with a good spot.
So you get Marsh Valley today. I know it's a team you took on in a single game earlier this year over there.
Yeah, it's always it'll be a tell again today to see how we do against those guys. That was one of our first games in the season. Obviously, you come off, a couple rainouts and you're a little rusty getting on the field first time in dirt, and everybody's new to positions, and it'll be awesome to see how these girls adjust to the pitcher. And coming off a win on Friday, hitting the ball, I feel like we'll probably just roll over and do the same thing and score a lot of runs today.
This team's made a lot of improvements since we've seen them early on. You're talking about not being ready to play, rainouts and snowouts and the weather and things. They've come a long way.
They have, and it's always fun in the season to be able to see the girls do that. Obviously, you have your ups and downs, but when you start coming together at the end of the season and seeing what these girls are all about, and the unity between all of them, and the motivation, the momentum that they have going is always a bonus and a plus, and it's a good feeling for everybody. I think once you get that one win under your belt and break the ice a little bit, it just kind of opens things up, and the girls get excited and become united and just excited about hitting the ball and winning ball games.
It's a single game today of what is going to be a very busy week for the girls.
It is. It's a single game today. We're stacked with JV. Friday we do have a doubleheader against Idaho Falls in Idaho Falls, and then come back here on Saturday and have another doubleheader. That's always a tough task to ask for, to do 4 games in 2 days. You ask for a lot for your pitchers and catchers and a lot for your defense and the whole team itself. So we'll barrel through it, and game stuff is always good for you. You learn from it, and hopefully we can take that motivation and play Poketail and Century next week.
Does your pitching staff go that deep to be able to play 4 games within, basically 24 hours?
Yeah, it's tough. We're about 3 deep. We can do 4 maybe. But it does get tough. The girls do get sore, depending on the pitch count that they have and how long we're in the field. So, again, that's one of those things we have to make adjustments. Maybe we rotate more so than we usually do between games as far as pitchers and make it work. And hopefully we can just score a lot of runs. That way we can shut them down a little bit and not have to throw so many pitches.
Good luck today. Let's get another win against Marsh Valley.
We will, and I thank you and I appreciate your time.
To take a time out, that's Larry Morrison here with us on the pregame show in the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Evergreen Financial Partners. On the way, we'll take a look at other games going on this Monday afternoon as we continue on the pregame show right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Hey Preston, looking for a cool spot to chill and grab some awesome food? Head to the Hangout at 23 South State Street. We're not just a restaurant, we're your go-to spot to hang with your family and friends. Pool tables, games, great vibes, and the same amazing pizza you loved from the Slice. Swing by the Hangout today.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
At Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, we aren't just protecting things with walls and wheels, we're protecting people, because everything and everyone that is important to you is important to us. This is Brittany and Braden Smith, your local Farm Bureau agents, celebrating another wonderful year here in Franklin County as your trusted insurance advisors. Whether it's home, auto, life, commercial, or farm insurance, we are here for you. Give us a call at 208-852-2364 or just stop by our office at 33 South 1st East in Preston to see how we can make insurance simple for you.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
And welcome back to the pregame show on this Monday. As it's time to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard and get a look at the other games going on around the area today. That, of course, as always, is brought to you by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto. Stop by and find out how much you can save at Naylor Insurance, 223 North State Street in Preston. Those other games going on today, Malad is on the road as they go to Declo. Wood River comes down the hill as they'll be at Jerome today. Wendell will be at Gooding. Ryrie is at North Fremont. Kuna will take on Timberline. Sandpoint is at Moscow for a doubleheader today. Parma is at McCall Donnelly. Weiser will take on Homedale. Fruitland goes to Payette. And Melba will be at New Plymouth. And that is a look at the out-of-town scoreboard for today and your list of other games going on around the area. Brought to you by Naylor Insurance. For home, health, life, and auto. Once again, stop by Naylor Insurance at 223 North State Street in Preston to find out how much you can save on your insurance. And of course, here in Preston this afternoon, a single game between the Lady Indians and the Lady Eagles from Marsh Valley as we continue on the pregame show in just a few minutes on KACH and on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Discover your ultimate escape at Day Mountain Ranch. Come enjoy our upscale lodges, perfect for family reunions and corporate retreats. Unwind, bond, and make memories that last in one of our luxury cabins. Host your dream wedding on our secluded property, perfect with a captivating nature backdrop. Or join our gun club. Rent or bring your own firearms and master your skills in private classes or dynamic group sessions at our premier state-of-the-art private gun range up to 2,200 yards. Your outdoor adventure and retreat begins at Day Mountain Ranch, 77 South Spring Creek Road, Preston, Idaho. Reserve your spot now at dmrresort.com.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for Preston High School Sports. Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. Day Mountain Ranch. Relax, retreat, recharge. Crumble Cookies, bringing friends and family together over the world's best cookies. Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in and update your wardrobe today. Puppy Steps Training. Northern Utah and Southern Idaho's premier board and puppy training facility since 2011. Butterfly Express Essential Oils in Clifton, where quality doesn't have to be expensive. West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in Preston. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. I Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. We have all the parts you need to keep your car running strong. Naylor Insurance, your local agent for home, health, life, and auto. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial Partners. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston and now in Pocatello. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement of Preston Broadcasting LLC and Preston High School, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written consent of Old West Media is strictly prohibited. Well, hi everybody, as we welcome you back here to Preston and Tony Hansen Field, as the Indians and the Lady Eagles about ready to square off in a little softball here on this Monday afternoon. Umpires called and said they were going to be just a few minutes late. Look out, maybe see them walking in now a little bit from making their way out from toward the parking lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze in a timeout. We're going to come back. We'll have the starting lineups for you. And we'll do that as we continue after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in Northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, once again, welcome back here to the pregame show. Time for our starting lineups, brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding community since 1925. First for the the Marsh Valley Eagles. Actually, I take that back. We're going to have the national anthem right this moment, so we'll step aside here for the anthem, and we'll have the lineups for you coming up right after this. Our national anthem from here at Tony Hansen Field before the Indians and the Eagles get together here in just a couple of minutes. Now it's time for our starting lineups, and they are brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding community since 1925. First for the Marsh Valley Lady Eagles, they'll line up this way. It'll be Maya Anderson to lead off, and she'll be doing the catching today. Paige Greenwell will bat second. She'll be in center field. Linda Howell will pitch, and she will hit third. Shelley Sheffrin will hit fourth, and she will play at second base. Maddie Foster bats in the 5 spot, and she will play third base. Kelly Dalkey is the shortstop. She'll hit sixth. Olivia Campbell is in left field, and she'll hit seventh today. Morgan Kintner, the first baseman, will hit eighth, and Lisa Peck will hit ninth, and she will be in right field. And their flex player today is Cheyenne Bartozzi, as she will be in the outfield. For the Lady Indians today, they will line up this way. It'll be Avery Madsen to lead off. She'll be at third base. Maya Jones will do the pitching again today. She will bat second. Sydney Cleverly will bat in the 3 spot, and she'll be at second base. It will be Reagan Hansen. She'll hit fourth and be in left field. Carly Madsen will bat fifth. She'll be the shortstop this afternoon. Addie Carter will hit sixth and play first base. Kentley Archibald will be the designated player today. She'll bat seventh. Paisley Campbell is the catcher. She'll hit eighth. And it'll be Kylie Chatterton who will be in center field and hit ninth. And the Indians will also have a flex player today. That is Aspen Mortensen, as she'll be over in right field this afternoon. So the umpires meeting with the coaches at home plate, exchanging lineup cards, about ready for the Indians to come back out on the field. And, of go ahead and let the pitchers go through their warm-up tosses. So as they get ready to do that, we'll take another timeout. We'll promise we'll have softball for you coming up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
WestMotorCompany.com.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care for You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care for You. Not just a name, but a commitment.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
All right, as we're just about ready to play ball, as the Indians are out on the field getting ready as the starting pitcher today for the Indians. Jones is going through her warm-up tosses as we'll be ready to play ball here in just a couple of minutes. But we mentioned that this is a busy week for the Indians. They have today's game here today, and then they'll play 4 games roughly in about 30 hours coming up over Friday and Saturday. As Friday, they'll play a doubleheader in Idaho Falls against the Tigers, then come home, and they'll play another doubleheader here on Saturday afternoon as they'll be playing host to the Gooding Senators coming up on Saturday. As we'll have those games for you. Here, the Saturday games coming up for you here on My Local Radio and on KACH. That's a early start. That'll be a 10:30 pregame, 10:30 a.m. pregame, by the way, and 11 a.m. first pitch for the doubleheader. Our schedule for the rest of the week, no games tomorrow. The boys will be back on the field for a doubleheader on Wednesday against the Pocatello Club, as they'll be here for 2. And then on Thursday, they'll close out the 3-game series with a single game over in Pocatello against the Thunder. And that comes up on Thursday. And that game pushed back, the start time pushed back 30 minutes. That'll be a 4:30 first pitch coming up on Thursday afternoon. So we are ready to play ball here this afternoon, just a couple of minutes late. At 12 minutes after 4 o'clock as we get started here this afternoon on a sunny, clear day, and the first pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1 here as it is Avery Anderson to lead off here in the top of the first inning for the Eagles. As Jones climbs back into the circle once again, rocks and comes home with the next pitch. Little roller past the mound that's cut off by Avery Anderson. She'll throw to first in time, but it goes off the glove of Carter, and everybody is safe. That'll be a tough play for a first third baseman to try to make, so that's going to be an infield hit. A very comfortable 63-degree afternoon here today, so we're glad you could be with us here on this Monday. Very odd that we play games on Monday. We don't normally do that, but here we are nonetheless, and glad to have the sunshine no matter what it is. As waiting is Anderson hustling up the line, and not sure if she took a tumble when she crossed over the bag or not, but she's taking a moment to put that little sliding glove on. The thing looks almost like an oven mitt, and she's putting those on her hands to keep from hurting her fingers. So with the leadoff batter aboard, here is Paige Greenwell. Paige will show bunt, pull the bat back, takes the first pitch inside. The throw through is in time.
Nice throw.
Good throw
By Mike.
by Campbell, the thrower out. It's a caught stealing 2-6. And that's the first out. As the pitch was a little inside for a ball. Ball one here on Greenwell. Jones ready again, comes right back to Greenwell, and that pitch is up high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So correct the first call, as he called that first pitch a strike. Here comes the 1-1 offering. That's going to be pulled along the left field line. That's going to go foul and out of play, and it's now 1-2. Greenwell having a pretty good year, hitting .367 at the start of play today, has 17 runs batted in. That is not the high on the team, however. She's behind in the count, 1-2, and here comes the 1-2 pitch. A little chip shot toward right field. Coming up on the ball there is Mortensen to make the catch for the Indians. And there's 2 outs here in the top of the first inning, and that'll bring up Linda Howell. Howell is the pitcher today.
Now batting is
We'll talk about her coming up from in the circle in just a moment, but she checks in today as she's hitting .349 on the season. She has 15 hits and 42 at-bats. As takes the first pitch, that is down low, ball 1, 1-0. Anyway, the Lady Eagles are pretty good with the bat. Coming into the game here today, they have 41 extra base hits overall on the year. And where they play at the high school down there in Marsh Valley, where the wind is pretty normal there, they have been able to hit quite a few home runs. In fact, they have 11 home runs overall on the year. As if next pitch, that's over for a strike. And it's 1 ball and 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike on Linda Howell. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. And it's on the outside corner at the knees, and it's 2-2. They have the one batter in the lineup who's coming up in the 4 hole. In fact, she's waiting on deck, Shelby Sheffrin. She's the girl who has all the home runs. As the little roller that's out in front of the mound, down to get it is Madsen. And Madsen throws it across in time for the out. And no runs for the Lady Eagles in the top of the first inning. They did have a hit, but thanks to the caught stealing, there's nobody left on base. And the Lady Indians also did not commit an error in the first inning. So no score for the Lady Eagles in the top of the first inning on the Flying S. Thailand Escrow scoreboard. As we go to the bottom of the first, it'll be the Lady Indians coming up for the first time here on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Magnolia Road is here to bring you the latest trends in women's fashion. We believe fashion should not only be stylish, but also comfortable and inclusive for every body type, with sizes small through 3X. We strongly believe in giving back to our community, and by supporting Magnolia Road, you are not only embracing fashion, but also supporting Preston and West Side activities. Our team is here to help you find that perfect outfit that suits your style and makes you feel confident. Visit Magnolia Road at our new location, 12 North State Street, Preston, Idaho.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, we go to the bottom of the first inning, and we are scoreless. Avery Madsen will lead it off here for Preston. Be Madsen, followed by Mesa Jones, and then Sidney Cleverly due up here in the bottom of the first inning for the Lady Indians. First pitch hit on the ground out toward the second baseman, kind of off the end of the bat. That means Sheffrin has to come up in a hurry and not in time. So Madsen able to beat it out. And just like the Lady Eagles did, they got an infield hit to lead off the first inning. And that'll bring up Mesa Jones. Jones, the pitcher, swings it through the first pitch, and it's 0-1. As Madsen broke over their first base, but she's not going anywhere. Jones, he was hitting .238 overall on the year. Has the one extra base hit, and she's driven in 6. As that next pitch, that is up high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. First inning of today's game brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily. Call to find out how they can do one for you at 208-852-5700. Next pitch popped up foul right back here toward us, and it'd be 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the Indians, who picked up the split on Friday here against Century, that was able to snap a losing streak for them, as there goes Madsen, the pitch on a bounce, and there's not going to be a play at second base.
Stolen base for Madsen.
So it'll be a stolen base for Madsen as she moves into scoring position with nobody out here in the bottom of the first. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Mesa Jones. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That misses high and away and runs the count full, 3-2. So Linda Howell runs the count full. And the 3-2 pitch is up high, ball 4. So she walks Jones on the 3-2 pitch. That puts runners at first and second for the Indians. And nobody out, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Sidney Cleverly. Of course, for Preston, they're trying to keep that run going that they were on in the second game of the doubleheader on Friday. As the first pitch is rolled down to the first baseman, she catches it right, almost standing on the bag, so it'll be an easy out.
Gift for the first baseman.
As that little slow roller, both runners able to move up for the Indians. There'll be runners at second and third, and 1 out.
Now batting is number 12, Reagan Hansen.
So here's Reagan Hansen, the left fielder. Reagan hitting .235 on the season. Of course, for the Indians, hitting just .236 as a team this season. As Reagan hits the first pitch foul, and it's 0-1. Carly Madsen waiting on deck. Carly had the big 2-run home run to get things rolling in the first inning for the Indians in game 2 of the doubleheader last Friday. Howell looks at the little wristband, has all the pitch numbers on it, and comes home. And that next pitch is up high, and it's a ball and a strike on Hansen. So Preston with a 2-8 record at the start of play. They're not out of it as far as the conference race goes, as they're 1-3, as that pitch is hit foul over on the third base side. And the count will stay at a ball and 2 strikes here on Reagan Hansen. They still have a game left with Century, and they still have a game left with Pocatello as well. So if they can win both of those, they can still be very much in the race. Ball lifted to left field. Going back on the ball is Peck, and she's there, makes the catch. Tagging to come home is Madsen, and the Indians will break on top on the scoring fly ball by Reagan Hansen to pick up the RBI, and it's 1-0 Preston. Jones moves over to third, so there's a runner at third base and 2 outs. And now here's Carly Madsen. Carly, who's struggled a little bit with the bat this year, unlike in the years past. She's hitting .261 this season. She has 5 RBIs, and that home run that she hit on Friday was actually her first extra base hit of the season. As the first pitch to her is up high, ball 1, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. The next pitch home to Madsen, that's rolled foul, and the count will go to 1-1. Had a little chance to talk to Carly before the game today, and kind of teasing her a little bit. When you got home Friday night, how many times did you go back and listen to the replay of your home run? And she sheepishly got a grin on her face, and she said, I listened to it probably 2 or 3 different times, as she hits the pitch foul, and it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 as the ball comes back in from the Preston dugout. Hal with a new ball as she stands inside the circle. Jones comes down the line from third, and the 1-2 pitch on the way to Jones, or to Madsen rather, is swung on and missed. Carly goes down on strikes, and Preston leads a runner standing at third base, but they get a run here in the first inning. 1 run on 1 hit, and 1 runner left as we are done with an inning here this afternoon from Tony Hansen Field. After an inning, it's the Indians 1 and the Eagles nothing on the Flying S Title Escrow scoreboard, as we'll go to the second coming up here on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Step into a realm of beauty and sophistication at Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Immerse yourself in the gentle radiance of our exquisite and popular candles, filling your home with captivating fragrances that embrace the senses. Bring refined tranquility into your home and elevate your connection to harmony through our exquisite decor, all while staying here in Franklin County. Elevate your living space with the allure of Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Visit us today on 10th North Main Street in downtown Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, 1-0 Indians as we go to the second inning. And the second inning today brought to you by our friends at Butterfly Express Essential Oils. Remember to use the code KACH10 for 10% off all regularly priced items. And remember to shop online at butterflyexpress.shop. So Preston pushes over a run in the bottom of the first inning. They lead 1-0 as we go to the second. And coming up here in the second inning for the Lady Eagles from Marsh Valley, it is Shelby Sheffrin, Maddie Foster, and then Kelly Dulke. We talked about the girl who had all the home runs and all the big hits this year, and that is the girl standing at the plate, Shelby Sheffrin, as she checks in today, hitting a very cool .529 on the season. As the first pitch misses outside, ball 1. She's 27 for 51, and she's driven in 32 runs, which is high on the team, as you would expect. And she has 10 extra base hits, 8 home runs, and 2 doubles, and pops this one up right up the the chute. Coming back toward the screen, having the ball deflect off her glove was Campbell. That's a tough play as that ball almost hit the top of the screen coming back down. As it'll be a foul ball, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. For Campbell coming back to the screen to try to play that thing, it was coming straight down. It was like a home run in an elevator shaft. So a ball and a strike to count on Schifrin. And the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air toward right center. Playable as the right fielder Mortensen coming up, and she puts that one away.
Mortensen puts that away for out number 1.
So that's the first out, and now here is Maddie Foster. Foster, the third baseman.
Plate is number 1, Maddie Foster, the third baseman.
As Foster with a fine batting average at the start of play today as well. She's hitting it over 400 and whacks that first pitch into left field for a base hit.
Base hit for Foster.
So Foster turns on one and gets the second hit of the game for the Lady Eagles. And with 1 out and 1 on, that'll bring up Kelly Dalkey, the shortstop. Let's see if they ask Dalkey to bunt to try to move the runner up. As nope, she's swinging away and hits it foul back into the screen, and it's 0-1. Dalkey hitting .250 on the year. She has 10 hits and 40 at-bats and has driven in a total of 3 on the season. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Jones. Now she shows bunt, gets it down out in front of home plate. Catcher Campbell gets it, plays it over to first in time for the out, and the sacrifice works.
Sacrifice bunt by Dalkey.
So the sacrifice, well placed by Dalkey. 2-3 on the putout. That's the second out as Foster moves up to second base. And she's there now with 2 outs, and that brings up the left fielder, Olivia Campbell.
Olivia Campbell.
Today's game brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, which we mentioned to you, but the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance today at 208-852-2364. First pitch here to Olivia Campbell is down low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Next pitch home, popped up again in the infield as it'll be the third baseman Madsen underneath it to make the catch. And once again, the Indians escape out of the inning without not giving up a run. No runs, a hit, and they leave the runner standing over at second base again this time. So through an inning and a half, the Jones, the pitcher today for the Indians, has given up a couple of hits, but she's stranded both the runners out there on the bases. Through an inning and a half, it's 1-0 Preston on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard as we go to the bottom of the second on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Whether you're an athlete looking to treat strained or sore muscles, a multitasking mom seeking balance, or just looking to boost your mood and nutrition, Butterfly Express is here for you. Experience the soothing scents and holistic benefits that cater to both your body and mind with our wide selection of essential oils, herbs, and supplements. And the best part is, unlike other big brand companies, Butterfly Express is affordable and local. Visit us in Clifton or explore our collection online at butterflyexpress.shop and use the promo code KACH10 for 10% off all regularly priced items. Quality doesn't have to be expensive. Butterfly Express Essential Oils.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
And once again, if you're interested in finding out what's coming up at the Worm Creek Theater or want to order tickets, you can do so on their website at wormcreek.org. Addie Carter comes up here to lead off for the Indians. As we go to the bottom of the second, it'll be Addie Carter followed by Kenty Archibald and then Paisley Campbell due up here in the second. So here is Carter coming to the plate. As the Indians push across a run at the bottom of the first, they lead 1-0. As Howell Reddy comes home, the first pitch misses down low, ball 1 ball and no strikes. Carter hitting an even 300 at the start of play today, as that pitch hit foul at home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. She has 8 RBIs overall on the season, which, by the way, also is high on the team. As the next pitch again misses up high, and it's 2 balls and a strike. She has 8. Carly Madsen has a total of 5 on the year, and Macy Jones has 6. She's second on the team. Off speed, off the end of the bat is cued foul here by Carter, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Outfield straight away here against Addie. There is another game coming up today. The varsity players will give way to the JVs as they'll play what they call a stacked doubleheader today. As that pitch misses down and in, and it'll run the count full 3-2. So they'll play that stacked doubleheader as the JVs will take the field after this game is over here today. 3-2 pitch rolled foul outside of third, and Carter will come back here with nobody out in the bottom of inning number 2. 1-0 Indians. Carter back up there, takes a couple of practice swings, now walks back up to home plate, climbs back into the right-handed hitter's box, and the 3-2 pitch again. As apparently now it's 3-2. So now Carter waits at the plate. This time the 3-2 pitch on the way, hit in the air down the left field line. Crossing over into foul territory is Campbell, but she is not going to be able to make the catch. It'll be a foul ball, and Addie Carter will once again come back here to home plate. So again, very pleasant day. Blue skies, just a little bit of soft, wispy white clouds blowing by. Very warm temperatures here at the start of play today as the pitch is rolled foul. It was 63 degrees at the start of play today. That's just about the warmest temperature that the Lady Indians have played in overall on the year. That's how warm it was today. And very pleasant indeed around the Valley area as the 3-2 pitch misses outside, ball 4. So Carter will draw the walk as she heads down to first base. And that'll bring up Kentley Archibald.
Number 11, center fielder.
Archibald, who's usually a very reliable outfielder, was in the outfield in the original starting lineup. But just before first pitch, they came up and they made a quick change to the lineup, making Archibald the designated player today. Little roller past the circle, out to get it is Howell. She flipped it across in time for the out. And there's one out.
For a sacrifice.
They'll call it a sacrifice. So there's one out, and down to second base goes Addie Carter.
5, Paisley Campbell.
And the catcher, Paisley Campbell, will now come up. So they moved Archibald to designated player and put Kylie Chatterton in center field today at the last possible moment. As the first pitch here to Campbell misses outside, ball 1. Chatterton, after she was originally the designated player. They just swapped to spots defensively. So she was going to be the number 9 hitter no matter what as the pitch hit foul. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Today's game brought to you by Ralph's Construction. They're building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Call for more information at 435-232-1837. As that next pitch misses down low again, and it's ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. Very nice homes that Ralph's Construction builds as well. I've been in several of them, and they are very nice homes indeed. The 2-1. It is over for a strike, and it's 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. She chased one up and out of the zone, did Campbell, as she goes down on strikes. That's the second out.
Route number 2.
And the second strikeout today for Linda Howell. And with 2 outs, it'll bring up the number 9 hitter here, Kylie Chatterton. Chatterton in center field here today. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. And it's 0-1. Chatterton, who's hitting .211 on the year. You wonder how some of these girls get ready to play the season. In all the rain and snow that they have early on in January, February, and March. Very tough. They spend a lot of days just taking batting practice in a batting cage that's in the gym, in the old gym here at Preston High School. As that pitch misses down and in, ball 2. It's 2 balls and a strike. So 2-1. Carter at second base and 2 outs. As that next pitch misses outside and high again, and it's ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Bottom of the second inning here today is Preston looking to split the 2-game season series with Marsh Valley. As that pitch over, and it's now full 3-2. So the count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the 3-2 pitch is going to be hit. One hopper in the left field. That'll be a hit as they get it past the third baseman. And then Campbell bobbles the ball out there in left field, and that's going to allow the run to come in as Chatterton singles in the run.
Chatterton will be credited with the single.
As the ball gets away out there in left field, Chatterton's able to move up, so the left fielder, Campbell, draws an error. But the run would have scored anyway, so it's 2-0 Preston. As Preston has their second hit of the game and their second run as well. Now we go back to the top of the order again, and Avery Madsen will come back up. With Chatterton in scoring position and 2 outs, and the first pitch to Avery. This is outside, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes.
Now batting Avery Madsen.
Howell ready again, comes right back. That pitch popped up. That's going to be right back here in the land just in front of us. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Ball and a strike on Avery as she cues one foul, this time over by the third base dugout, and it's a 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count. Outfield fairly shallow against Madsen, hitting from the left side, and Avery turns on one. She hits it over Peck's head, and that's going to hit off the fence. That's going to get the run in. Avery's got 2. She's going to go for 3, and she is out at third. But the run is home, and Preston scores 2 in the inning. Give Avery Madsen a double and an RBI. Then she's out trying to go to third for the final out of the inning. But Preston scores 2 on 2 hits, 1 error, and nobody left. As we are done with 2, we'll move along here to the third. It's 3-0 Indians on the Flying S Tideland Escrow scoreboard as we go to inning number 3 on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care for You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care for You. Not just a name, but a commitment.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, the Indians post 2 in the bottom of the second. They lead 3-0 as we go here to the third. And it'll be 8-9-1 due up here for the Eagles from Marsh Valley. It'll be Morgan Kintner, Lisa Peck, then back to the top of the order and Maya Anderson due up. So the Avery Madsen turns on one and hits it off the right field fence. Thought for a minute that she was going to just kind of play anything you can do, I can do better with her older sister, Carly, as Carly had the 2-run home run here against Century on Friday afternoon. So she doubles home the run and then gets thrown out on a close call at third base. And Preston leads 3-0 here as we go to the top of the third. So here's Kintner as she takes the first pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Morgan Kintner, the first baseman, .390 batting average on the year. She's 16 for 41 with 15 runs batted in, as that's up high, and it's a ball and a strike. The Lady Eagles from Marsh Valley have 4 players on the roster who have double digits in RBIs on the year. As that next pitch, that misses well outside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. And, of course, it's Schifrin who leads the bunch with 32. Two balls and a strike. And the pitch home, that's going to be line foul, and evens the count at 2-2. Today's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. They have all the parts you need to keep your car or truck running strong at 17 South State Street in Preston. Remember to stop in where you'll be treated like a friend at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. So she goes down on strikes. That's the first strikeout today
Route number 1
for
Coming
Mesa
to plate
Jones.
number 12, Lisa Peck.
And now the number 9 hitter in the lineup, Lisa Peck, will come up. So here's Peck up there for the first time as she takes the first pitch down low, ball 1, 1-0. Next pitch, that is just a little bit high, says the home plate umpire. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Peck hitting .349. She's driven in a total of 8 on the year as the next pitch is over for a strike, this time on the outside edge, and it's 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs here in the top of the, check that, 1 out here in the top of the third. As Marsh Valley's had a hit in each inning, but the Mesa Jones been able to strand them out on the base paths for the Lady Indians as the pitch misses inside to run the count to 3 balls and a strike. So 3-1 the count here on Peck. There's the next pitch. That's going to be lined just over the head of Avery Madsen at third base. And that'll be the 3rd hit of the day for the Lady Eagles. So it's a 1-out single by Lisa Peck, and we go back to the top of the order. And that'll bring up Maya Anderson, who singled her first time up.
Maya Anderson.
Here's Anderson, who with that single leading off in the inning, boy, she's still living up there in the high rent district as well as far as leadoff hitters go. as that hit that she had to open up the ball game was her 26th of the year. She's hitting .455 on the season. As the first pitch was over for a strike, the 0-1, that too is over for a strike. Snap throw back to first, not in time. And it's no balls and 2 strikes on Anderson. So 2 outs, 1 runner on. Jones ready, comes home with the 0-2 pitch. It's looped to center, and coming up in a hurry to make the catch is Chatterton, and the inning is over. As a, whoop, no, sorry, that was the second out. My bad.
Nice catch by
So
Archibald
2
out to
outs.
center
They
field
throw
for
back to
out
first base,
number
not in
2.
time. So 2 outs, and now here is Paige Greenwell coming up, who flew out to right field her first time. First ball swinging, rolls it foul back into the screen. Greenwell flew out to right field. That Mortensen was able to haul in back in the first inning. And the 0-1 pitch, that's hit in the air to short left field. Hansen coming up, and she overruns it, and it bounces behind her. Then Chatterton has a hard time picking it up, then tries to throw it into the infield as the play goes to third base, and it's going to allow the run to come in.
Eagles will score on a single to left field.
So Greenwell singles as Peck will come in.
Peck will score for the first run for the Eagles.
And it's 3-1. And as the play goes to third base, Greenwell will actually advance on the play over to third base. So 2 outs, runner at second, a run in as Marsh Valley's on the board. 2 hits here in the inning. As the first pitch misses down low, ball 1. 1 ball with no strikes. So they break the shutout as they get on the board with their first run of the game, and it's 3-1 Indians. The 1-0 pitch, sliced foul out along the right field side, and it's going to be even now at a ball and a strike. The wind has kind of moved around. It's been in 3 different directions here this afternoon since I got to the ballpark. About a little before 2, as that pitch is up high. Ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. It was blowing kind of across the outfield from right center field toward the left field line. Now it's kind of turned around and blowing almost directly out from the home plate area out toward left field as the pitch again misses outside, and it's 3 balls and a strike. So 3-1 the count here on the pitcher Howell. As that ball's going to be driven toward right center field. And that one's coming over, and Mortensen's there and makes the catch again. Fine running catch by the right fielder Mortensen for the Indians, and they are gone. They being the Eagles here in the top of the 3rd inning. But they get a run to break the shutout. 1 run on 2 hits, and they leave a runner on base here as well. Here in the top of inning number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. 3-1 Indians on the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard as we continue on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
When you think of a medical center's vital signs, you think of a monitor beeping. Today, Franklin County Medical Center is sharing a new set of vital signs. They're the vital signs of a growing hospital. Our new medical office building is now home to the care you depend on. You'll visit us here for primary, specialty, and walk-in care. Franklin County Medical Center has been a vital part of the region's healthcare since 1929, right in your neighborhood.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
So bottom of the third inning, 3-1 Preston. 3 runs on 3 hits for the Indians. 1 run on 3 hits for the Marsh Valley Eagles. And here in the bottom of the third inning, it'll be Mesa Jones, Sidney Cleverly, and Regan Hansen due up for Preston. Howell ready, and the first pitch is high and away. Ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Jones, the pitcher, walked her first time up, then was left out on the bases in the bottom of the first inning by the Indians. As Howell ready again, comes home with that next pitch, and that misses down and in this time, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Don't forget, our next broadcast comes up on Wednesday when the boys will be here at Tony Hansen Field, as they'll be welcoming in the Pocatello Thunder. As a pitch inside again, ball 3, it's 3-0. That'll be a doubleheader on Wednesday. First pitch of the first game is at 3:30. We'll have the pregame show for you just a little after the top of the hour news at 3 o'clock. As the 3-0 pitch over for a strike, and it's 3-1. Outfield straight away. Howell ready again. Here's her 3-1 pitch. That bounces up there, and it's ball 4. So Mesa Jones walks for the second time today as she leads off the inning with a walk. Her second walk given up by Howell. And with the leadoff man aboard, here's Sidney Cleverly will come up. Cleverly kind of hit one on a check swing her first time up and rolled it right up along the first base line. The first baseman, Kentner, was able to pick up almost on the bag and just step on the bag very nicely for the out. As the first pitch misses high and away, ball 1. Here comes the next pitch. It's swung on and missed, and it's a ball and a strike here on Sidney Cleverly. But what it did do is it put the runners in scoring position for the Indians in the first inning. They were able to pick up that early 1-0 run as the pitch to Cleverly hit off the thumbs, hit foul off the first base side. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Runner at first, nobody out as Jones walked the lead off the inning. And the next pitch is hit foul over into the screen again. And it stays at a ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2, and Cleverly climbs back in the box. And the 1-2 pitch up high. And the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Preston had 4 extra base hits in the doubleheader against the Lady Diamondbacks here on Friday. Remember, they only had 4 coming in to the doubleheader, and they now have 8 overall on the year. The 3-2 pitch now on the way. It's hit foul out in front of home plate, as everybody will go back to their spots, and we'll do it all again. So 3-2 on Cleverly. Nobody out, runner at first base. And here's the 3-2 pitch. Again, hit foul into the screen. So it stays again at 3-2. Nobody out here in the bottom of inning number 3. Jones over at first, waiting there, and again the 3-2 pitch. Again, hit foul, this time out along the right field side, as it's going to land amongst some folks who make the drive over from the Marsh Valley area, from Ammon. And again, 3-2 pitch, and again, Howell with the new baseball. We'll try it again. As she rocks and comes home, the 3-2 pitch popped up again back into the screen. So Howell keeps throwing them, and Cleverly keeps fouling them off. Hanging alive until she can find one that she can handle and drive it someplace. Now the 3-2 pitch. Again, hit foul off along the first base side. So once again, count stays full at 3-2. And again, Howell with the 3-2 offering. And it's up high, ball 4. Good at bat by Sidney Cleverly to earn the walk. So back-to-back walks to lead off here in the bottom of the third. 2 on and nobody out. And now here's Regan Hansen, who had a scoring fly ball in the first inning to pick up the run for the Indians. So here's Hansen with 2 on and nobody out. First pitch to Reagan is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. So runner at Jones is at second, Cleverly at first. Both reaching via the walk. Little ground ball foul outside of third. So 0-2 now on Hansen. As Howell all around the plate. As that pitch down and in bounces away from the catcher. Anderson can't find it. It's right at her feet, but what it's going to do is going to allow both runners to move up for the Indians. So Jones goes to third. Cleverly goes to second. Now if Hansen can put one in play, pick up a couple of RBIs as she lines that one over by the third base dugout. As it stays at a ball and 2 strikes on her. Well, once again, new ball comes back in from the dugout as the left fielder Campbell chases down that one that's just foul and throws it back in. And it stays a ball and 2 strikes. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the third. As that next pitch to Hansen, a good take by Reagan, and it's now 2-2. 3-1 Preston here in the bottom of the third inning. Scored a run in the first, 2 in the second. They threaten for more here in the third as the next pitch up high again. And that again will run the count full 3-2. So 3-2 on Hansen. Outfield straight away, normal depth. And the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. So Hansen goes down on strikes as she swings through the 3-2 pitch.
The first out. Now coming in play,
First out of the inning.
Madsen.
And now here's Carly Madsen, who struck out her first time up. Linda Howell now with 3 strikeouts to go along with the 3 walks she's also surrendered here in the game. So here's Carly as Madsen takes the first pitch high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Runners at second and third, only 1 out here in the inning. And a 1 ball, no strike count on Madsen. The next pitch, again up high, and again it's a ball 2, 2-0. So Preston trying to cash in the leadoff walks. It's a pitch to Madsen, little sinker. She swings through it, and it's now 2 balls and a strike. Two and 1 as Madsen takes a little walk around, now climbs back in. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Howell. Off speed, she's out in front of it. Kind of chased that ball up in her eyes a little bit too, and it runs the count to 2 balls and two strikes. So 2-2 on Madsen. And here's the pitch. Little roller out toward the mound. They're going to come home to make the play there, and they have the out there.
Jones is thrown out.
So Jones is thrown out 1-2, trying to come home. That's the second out of the inning. Madsen will reach on the fielder's choice as Cleverly goes to third on the little play in the infield. So Preston will have 2 on and 2 out. And now here comes their leading RBI batter on the team this year, Addie Carter, with a couple of ducks on the pond to try to pick him up. So runners at first and third for Carter, who walked her first time up. As the first pitch to Addie is up high. There goes Madsen. She's going to swipe second base without a play. That'll put runners in scoring position for the Indians at second and third. The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. So Addie with a big chance to pick up a couple of runs here. Ball and a strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the third, 3-1 Preston. That next pitch misses high and away again, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Next pitch again misses off the plate. And again, Carter does not chase, and it's now 3 balls and a strike. Kenty Archibald would be next. Here's the 3-2 pitch, hit in the air, foul. That's over toward the JV field. So it's 3-2 now with 2 outs. Every batter this inning against Linda Howell has gone to a 3-2 count. So Howell's had to throw a lot of pitches here in the bottom of the third. And the 3-2 pitch here again. That's line to center field. That's a base hit. That's going to get 1 in. They're going to wave Madsen home. She will score. It's a 2-run single for Carter, and it's 5-1.
Carter, who will reach second on the throw home.
So Carter lines one back through the middle. Will get second base on the throw to the plate. But she drives in 2, and Preston has a 5-1 lead. That's the first hit of the inning for the Indians. And runner at second, still 2 outs. Now here's Kenty Archibald, who had a sacrifice bunt her first time up. So Archibald hitting from the left side, and Hal Reddy comes home. That ball's going to be one hopper that goes through the legs of the first baseman, and everybody's going to be safe. That's a hard hit ball right at the feet of the first baseman, Kentner, as she couldn't get her glove down fast enough, and it went right between her legs and rolled halfway over to the second baseman. And now here is Paisley Campbell, who will come up. That'll be an error on the first baseman as the pitch here to Campbell, a little slow roller to third. Foster has that, throws across in time for the out, and the inning is over. But Preston will settle for the 2 runs in the inning on 1 hit. There was an error, and they leave a couple of men on base here in the 3rd inning as well. So 3 innings in the book. Preston leading 5-1 on the Flying S. Tideland Escrow scoreboard as we go to the 4th on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When buying a vehicle, you want the process to be straightforward and the financing simple. At West Motor and West Motor Ford, that's exactly the way that you'll be treated. They also understand that accidents can happen and maintenance will be needed. When you find yourself in need of body and paint work, windshield repair, work under the hood, or under the vehicle, West Motor would love to help you out and earn your trust. Turn to West Motor and West Motor Ford in Preston and Hyde Park.
WestMotorCompany.com. We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cashback for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, 3 innings in the book. We'll go to the 4th here. 5-1 Indians lead. Here is the fourth inning, brought to you by Papa Jay's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Next time you stop in for one of their great sandwiches for lunch, pick up some of that world-class jerky as well. Or remember, you can order it online at papajays.com. So 5-1, Preston leads here in the top of inning number 4, and Shelby Schifrin will lead it off. Schifrin flew out to right field her first time up, so she's 0 for 1, and hits that first pitch on the ground foul just outside of third, and it's 0-1. So Mesa Jones getting plenty of offense here today, also in her last start as well, as she was the starting and winning pitcher in that second game of the doubleheader here on Friday against Century. As Preston was able to win that by the score of 13-1 as the next pitch misses outside to Schifrin, ball and a strike. So she got 13 runs in that game. She's gotten 5 runs through 3 innings here today. And look out, that's hit right back at her. It knocked down as it picked up there by Madsen. Throw to first base. Now let's check on Jones, make sure she's okay. That was a line drive that Schifrin hits the ball hard. And she hit it back to the circle, and Schifrin, she drilled Jones, who
Maddie Foster
kind of sticks her arm up and says it hit me around the elbow, but she shakes her head like she says she's okay. It's a 1-5-3 putout for the first out here. So they're going to give Jones a chance to throw a couple just to make sure she's okay. Looks like it's all right as she throws one home. She shakes her head in the affirmative, and the home plate umpire says, okay, then let's play. So he walks back to home plate, and with 1 out, that brings up Maddie Foster, who singled her first time up here this afternoon. You know, it amazes me that more people, whether it's in baseball or softball, that doesn't happen to. Man. All right, 1 out. Here's Foster. She's first ball swinging, hits it foul right down at her feet here at home plate. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. Jones ready again. The next pitch misses inside, and it's a ball and a strike. Got a couple of games in action already here on this Monday. Kind of a limited schedule around the Major League Baseball today, as the next pitch swung out and missed, and it's 1-2. Philadelphia got a run early at Cincinnati. They lead that game 1-0 at the end of 2. Pittsburgh's at home. They get a run early as well against the Milwaukee Brewers, as that pitch is on the corner, strike 3 called.
Foster's called out on strikes.
So Foster goes down looking. That's the second out. And with 2 outs, it'll bring up Kelly Dalkey.
Keely Dalkey now the batter.
Second strikeout for Jones. So the Pirates leading the Crew 1-0 as they play in the middle of inning number 3 in Pittsburgh. First pitch to Dalkey, rolled up the middle as it's off the glove of Chatterley. She tried to backhand it, couldn't come up cleanly with it. So it'll be a tough play, and Dalkey will get a hit.
Tough play for Cleverly, so it'll be infield hit.
So the infield hit, and that'll bring up Olivia Campbell with 2 outs and a runner at first base. Detroit gets a run early as they lead in Tampa Bay 1-0. Ball hit in the air on the first pitch. Left fielder Hansen coming over. She'll make the catch, and the inning is over as no runs, a hit, and 1 left. As Jones is okay, says she's okay. She walks off. It ends up being a pretty good inning as she gives up just the 1 hit, but again, she strands the runner out on the bases. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. 5-1 Indians on the Flying S escrow and title scoreboard, as we'll take a timeout and go to the bottom of the 4th right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com. Discover your ultimate escape at Day Mountain Ranch. Come enjoy our upscale lodges, perfect for family reunions and corporate retreats. Unwind, bond, and make memories that last in one of our luxury cabins. Host your dream wedding on our secluded property, perfect with a captivating nature backdrop. Or join our gun club. Rent or bring your own firearms and master your skills in private classes or dynamic group sessions at our premier state-of-the-art private gun range up to 2,200 yards. Your outdoor adventure and retreat begins at Day Mountain Ranch, 77 South Spring Creek Road, Preston, Idaho. Reserve your spot now at dmrresort.com.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
All right, bottom of the fourth inning, Preston up 5-1, as it'll be Kylie Chatterton to lead it off. Then back to the top of the order, and Avery Matson and Mesa Jones due up here for Preston. As the next pitch swung on and missed, and quickly Howell jumps ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Preston sent 8 batters to the plate last inning, scored a couple of times. So Chatterton and Avery Madsen are the only 2 that didn't swing last inning. As the next pitch is right down the middle for a called third strike.
Called third strike on Chatterton.
So that's the first out. Chatterton goes down on strikes. That's strikeout number 4 for Howell. And now here is Avery Madsen coming back up. Here's Madsen, who's 2 for 2, singled, and last time up doubled home a run as he hit a ball off the right center field fence and then was thrown out trying to go all the way to third base and stretch that double into a triple and was thrown out. Pops this next ball up into short left center field. A trio of Eagles, but it's going to fall as Campbell came in, couldn't quite get there in time. As Madsen will have her third hit of the day, a little flare hit into short left center field.
We'll stretch it to a double.
She'll go all the way into second base as the ball got away.
Macy Jones.
And she'll be there now with 1 out. Now here's Macy Jones. First pitch to Jones, swung on and missed, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. So Detroit's added a run while we were in commercial break. It's now 2-0, and we can wrap up the rest of the scoreboard here. We have one final to tell you about. The Oakland A's get a win in New York today against the Mets as they against the Yankees, I should say, 2-0. As the pitch swung on and missed, and it's now no balls and 2 strikes on Jones. The 0-2 pitch off speed stays high, and it's 1-2. About half dozen games or so still to come that have yet to start around the Major League scoreboard. As that pitch misses outside, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Avery Madsen with 3 hits today. As the Indians have 5 in the game. As that pitch swung on and missed, goes to the backstop. Madsen's going to go to third, and Jones will be safe at first.
Jones reaches on a drop third strike.
So it'll be a strikeout wild pitch to allow her to move up and reach base as Madsen now stands at third. So 1 out. Runners at the corners for the Indians. And now here is Sydney Cleverly. First pitch to Sydney shows bunt. There goes the runner. And it'll be Jones moving up to second as she swipes the base. So a couple of runners in scoring position now for the Indians. Runners at first and check that, second and third. Again, they show bunt. Cleverly gets it down nicely. The third baseman Foster to throw, and they get the out at first. They come home, not time at the plate as Madsen comes home.
Madsen from third, and put Jones on third.
Called a sacrifice bunt to get the run in. That's the second out as Preston picks up another run. That makes it 6-1.
Reagan Hansen now batting.
And Reagan Hansen will come up with 2 outs and a runner at third base, looking to extend the lead again. So 6-1, bottom 4 for the Indians. Pitch home to Hansen, off speed. It's outside, ball 1, 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0. That's line fair into left field. As Campbell over to get it, Hansen has an RBI single, and it's 7-1.
RBI single for Hansen.
Hansen has her first hit of the game. Good to pick up a run as Jones will come in. 2 runs in the inning for the Indians on 2 hits thus far. So 7-1. Now here's Carly Madsen because she gets another chance to swing. And she hits it first pitch foul back here right off the front facing of the press box area, then back down below. And it's no balls and 1 strike. So another big inning for the Indians. 2 more runs. In fact, they've scored at least 2 runs in each of the last 3 innings. As that pitch misses inside, and it's a ball and a strike. Seven runs on 6 hits for Preston. Next pitch to Madsen, popped up behind third. It'll be the shortstop going out, and it's Dalkey will make the catch going away out into short left field. Nice catch by the shortstop, but not before Preston adds 2 more runs in the inning. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 person left for the Indians, and we are done with 4 here this afternoon. 7-1, Preston on top on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard as we'll move along to the 5th on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Well, let's move along here to the 5th. The Indians on top, 7-1. As here in the 5th inning for the Lady Eagles, it'll be Morgan Kentner, Lisa Peck, then back to the top of the order, and Maya Anderson do up. So Ketchner struck out her only time up there so far today. She's 0 for 1. So Jones, who was hit by the line drive last inning, no worse for wear. She got out of the inning, then ended up coming home and scoring one of the 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning as well. So she comes home here, the first pitch here in the fifth, and it's down low to Kentner, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. As back up into the circle is Jones. She rocks and comes home with the 1-0. And it is inside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. You know, the one thing that, at least for my observation, has made the Indians a little bit better offensively in the last few games, is I think Larry Morrison, the head coach, has gotten a little bit more aggressive over at third base. As the ground ball to second, up with it is cleverly, throws it across in time for the out. So there's 1 out, and that'll bring up Lisa Peck, the right fielder.
Coming to the plate for the Eagles,
Lisa with
number 12,
single.
Lisa Peck.
She's 1 for 1 on the day. Now, of course, it's easy to say that, and it's easy to be more aggressive when you are ahead. But I think with Larry being more aggressive, the third base coach's box has gotten them ahead as well. As the first pitch hit in the air to left, and there's Hansen to put that away.
Hansen hauls that one in for out number 2.
Quickly, 2 outs here in the fifth. Then we go back to the top of the order, and Maya Anderson. Today's game brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston or in Logan. So with 2 outs and the base is empty, here's Anderson, who's 1 for 2, singled and flown out to center. And the first pitch is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Of course, what else has helped a lot is defensively for the Indians, as they have played a lot better in the last few days as well. Next pitch again rolled out toward the shortstop. Madsen has that. Carly throws across and not in time. Low throw as Carter not able to dig it out.
Anderson reaches on the low throw.
That'll be a throwing error against Madsen, as Anderson will reach on the E6. So 2 outs and 1 on. Now here's Paige Greenwell. Greenwell with an RBI single to drive in the only run of the game thus far for the Lady Eagles, as she hits that pitch foul outside of third. Today's game also brought to you by Stokes Market True Value. With the freshest meat and produce that you'll find throughout the Cache Valley, it's Stokes Market on State Street in Preston. And when you go into Stokes, make sure you say hi to our buddy James Carter. Next pitch is off the glove of the catcher Campbell, and that's going to send the runner Anderson down to second base.
Anderson gets to second on the pass ball.
So runner at second, still 2 outs in the inning. Preston leading 7-1 here in the top of the fifth. The next pitch is inside outed by Greenwell. She hit it foul off the first base side. A ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Again, hit in the air toward right center field. And coming over to make the catch is the center fielder Chatterton on the great running catch over into the gap. Wow.
Center field, route number 3.
And boy, talking just right on cue, too. Talking about the Preston Indians being much better defensively. Chatterton with a great catch to end the top of the fifth inning. No runs. No hits, an error, and 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth. It's still Preston 7 and Marsh Valley 1 on the Flying S title and escrow scoreboard, as we are done with 4.5. And Preston Indians have a lead.
For the Indians.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Addie Carter will lead it off for the Indians as we go bottom 5 here. Preston leading by a half dozen, 7-1 through 4.5. Addie Carter, Kentley Archibald, and then Paisley Campbell do up here for the Indians. Carter, who drove in a pair of runs last time up, she's also walked and scored a run. And out in front of the first pitch. And it's no balls and 1 strike. Pretty good off-speed pitch there by Howell to get out in front of Addie Carter. Next pitch misses inside low, and it's a ball and a strike. 7 runs, 6 hits for the Indians as we play here in the bottom of inning number 5. Howell back into the circle, comes home with a 1-1. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. So the ball and 2 strikes. As Carter will climb back in yet again. As pitch hit foul down the third base line. It's going to stay at a ball and 2 strikes here on Addie Carter. Next pitch again hit in the air. This is along the left field line. It's going to fall just foul and out of play. So the count will stay at a ball and 2 strikes as Carter comes back. We remind you that today's game is brought to you by the Polar Bear Restaurant. The Polar Bear's back and better than ever. Make sure you stop by, maybe even after the game tonight, for a nice burger or maybe an ice cream. It's the Polar Bear on Highway 91 at the south end of the city of Preston. The 1-2. Little roller down toward third base. Foster has that on a couple of bounces, plays it across in time, and that's the first down here in the bottom of the 5th. So that'll bring up Kentley Archibald. Archibald has a sacrifice bunt and then reached on an error her last time. So she's 0 for 1 officially on the day. As she'll climb in and hit from the left side. And the first pitch is taken down low, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Archibald back into the box and comes home. The next pitch is up high, and it's now 2-0 on Kentley with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Look out, she almost leaned into one as that pitch was up and in. Now it's 3-0. So Howell falls behind her. 3 balls and no strikes here with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. As the next pitch is down low, and Archibald will draw a walk on 4 pitches. As she'll head down to first base. That's the 4th walk today for Linda Howell. And it'll bring up the catcher, Paisley Campbell. Campbell's 0 for 2, struck out, grounded out. I'm going to get a visit to the mound here. And as that visit goes on, as the head coach for the Lady Eagles comes to the mound, we can remind you that today's game is brought to you by Magnolia Road, who's now under new ownership. Amber Whitaker is the new owner now. And, of course, they now have new weekend hours as well. So if you're out shopping on a Friday or Saturday, the Magnolia Road is now open from 10 to 6 on both Friday and Saturday. It's Magnolia Road downtown at 12 North State Street here in Preston. All right, so here's Campbell as the first pitch to Paisley is roller toward the shortstop. Dalkey up to get it. She'll go the short way, not in time. Good hustle by Archibald.
With a good jump, beats out the play.
As she'll beat the play to second base. Campbell safe on the fielder's choice.
Coming to the plate.
And Preston again with 2 on and 1 out here in an inning. And now here's Kylie Chatterton, who singled in her run and has struck out. Preston has scored 2 runs in each of the last 3 innings in a row. And looking for more as that ball hit in the air to short right. The second baseman, that is Schonefeld, able to make the catch, throw to third, and the runner is out there as Archibald was trying to tag and move up on a ball that wasn't hit very far. So the pop-up is turned into a double play, and the Indians are gone here in the bottom of the 5th inning as Archibald is out 4-5 for the 3rd outs. No runs, no hits. There was a walk and 1 left here for the Indians as we are done with 5. We'll head off to the 6th. 7-1. Preston leads on the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard. We'll go to the 6th when we come back right after this timeout.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Today's game is brought to you by Puppy Steps Training. It's an 8-week board and train program designed to give your puppy a head start in life. Wouldn't your life be better with a well-trained dog from Puppy Steps Training? Well, we'll move along to the 6th inning, and the Indians on top by a score of 7-1 here as we go to the 6th. And here for the Lady Eagles from Marsh Valley, it'll be the middle of the order. Linda Howell, Shelby Shaffron, and then Maddie Carter, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up. The one thing that Jones has done to keep herself really out of trouble today is she's kept the middle of the lineup for the Eagles off the bases. Howell, Sheffrin, and Foster, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters coming up here. They are combined 1 for 6 so far in the game. So Jones ready, and she'll push off here into the top of the 6th inning, and the first pitch is hit fair right over the top of the bag at third base and down the line. So Howell will turn, she'll go to second, and on the first pitch she sees here in the top of the 6th inning, she doubles down the line. So Howell with her first hit of the game. 6 hits overall now for the Lady Eagles in the game. We're going to get a courtesy runner. Yes, that'll be
Ellie Bartschi.
Ellie Bartschi will go out and run for Howell, who's the pitcher, and she'll get her a chance to go and sit down for a couple of minutes. As the next pitch is hit in the air to Sheffrin, hit high, right along the line, and it's Hanson to come over, make the catch in fair territory. Boy, Sheffrin hit that, and that swing. It looked like she was trying to hit a golf shot from here to
Maddie Foster, the batter.
Here to the other side of the mountains. So she flew out for the first out. Now here's Maddie Foster. Foster hits a ground ball to short. As up with a cross to get the out. They throw back across, not in time. So Foster's out. 6-3 on the play there by Carly Madsen.
Foster.
So there's two outs. Now here is Kelly Dalkey. They tell you what, the other thing that's gotten a lot more aggressive now all of a sudden is the Marsh Valley hitters. They're all up their first ball swinging now. They're done messing around. They're gonna just try to just line one someplace. As Dalkey's first pitch to her is hit foul, and it's 0-1. That swing by Sheffrin is one of the biggest swings I think I've ever seen from a girls softball player. As the next pitch misses inside, and it's a ball and a strike. You know what it looked like? You know those guys who could participate in the long drive contests? And they put everything they have into a swing. That's what it looked like. As that next pitch misses outside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Everything she could have, and all the torque. It's like pitch was down, and boy, she hit that thing skyward, and Hansen had plenty of time to come over near the line to be able to get it. As that ball hit in the air to right field, Mortensen again coming up, and she's there to make the play.
Mortensen makes the play.
Mortensen makes the out, and that's the way the inning will end. As they get a leadoff double from Howell, but they leave her standing out there on the bases. No runs, a hit, and one left. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still Preston 7, Marsh Valley 1 on the Flying S title escrow and scoreboard. As we'll go to the bottom of the 6th, Preston with a lead.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Indians start from the top of the order as we go here to the bottom of inning number 6. Avery Madsen, Mesa Jones, and Sydney Cleverly due up. In today's game, brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care that you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Here's Avery Madsen, who has 3 hits today, and takes that first pitch up high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. She's singled in the first, doubled and scored a run in the second, drove home a run, I should say, in the second, and singled and scored in the 4th. So she's 3 for 3 and takes that pitch again up high, and it's ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Certainly vying for our player of the game honors, as the next pitch is going to be chipped in toward left center field, and she's got another hit. And this is going to roll to the fence, and she's going to go to second, and she'll stay there with a leadoff double.
Stand-up double.
So she has 4 hits, 2 of the extra base varieties, and she's 4 for 4 today. Now here's Mesa Jones. Seven hits all in total for the Indians, so they're really making the most out of the hits that they have picked up today. As here's the first pitch to Jones, and it's upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Jones has walked twice and reached on a 3rd strike that got away at home plate. As she rolls that pitch foul, and it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. So 3 outs away from a back-to-back win for the Indians. As the next pitch misses down low, and it's ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. Avery Madsen, boy, she has had quite a day as that ball's hitting the air to center. Up comes Greenwell. She's there, and she'll put the squeeze on that as Madsen just calmly just steps back on the bag. So there's 1 out, and that'll bring up Cindy Cleverly.
Sydney Cleverly.
Sydney's walked once, had a sacrifice bunt, so officially today she's 0 for 1. That was a ground ball, that little ground ball that she hit in the first inning, that the first baseman Kettner just played right at the bag and just calmly and ever so gently just stepped on the bag for the out. As that first pitch misses inside, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Naylor Insurance helps bring you today's game as well for home, health, life, and auto. Make sure you stop by to find out how much you can save today at Naylor Insurance, 223 North State Street in Preston. Little ground ball to third, right near the bag. There's Foster to fire across in time for the second out, as Madsen will move up to third base.
Here's the first for the out.
So she's there with 2 outs, and now here is Regan Hansen. Hansen's driven in a pair of runs today. She's 1 for 2. She's singled home a run and has struck out, and she had a scoring fly ball back in the first. So a pair of RBIs today for Regan. The ball gets away, and here comes Madsen to the plate to score, and it's 8 to 1. So Preston with a little monicum of insurance like they needed it, as Avery comes in on the pass ball. And it's now 8 to 1. So Preston has scored in every inning except 1 today. That ball popped up in the infield. Kentner right by the bag, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Well, it looked like it almost squirted away from her, but she was able to hang on to it for the out. Preston adds a run on a hit as Avery Madsen picks up her 4th hit of the day and cashes it in for the run. As we'll go to the 7th, Preston 3 outs from a win after 6 complete on the Flying S and Title Escrow scoreboard. It's Preston 7, Marsh Valley 1 on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
105.5 FM, KACH.
I'm Dan Keller, Mayor of Preston, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Jay Butters with Alta Bank, and we are Preston Proud, Idaho Strong.
Hi, this is Lyle Fuller with the Fuller & Fuller Law Firm, and we are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
Hi, I'm Larry Morrison with Evergreen Financial Partners. We are Preston Proud and Idaho Strong.
105.5 KACH. We're Preston Proud, Idaho Strong, serving Franklin County and beyond.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care for You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, we've reached the 7th inning here today. The Indians leading by a score of 8 to 1. And here in the top of the 7th, it'll be the bottom third of the order due up here for the Lady Eagles. It'll be Olivia Campbell, Morgan Kentner, and Lisa Peck due up against Mesa Jones, who has been very good today. Yes, she's given up at least 1 hit in every inning except 1, but she has kept the base traffic to a minimum as the first pitch misses outside, ball 1. And the reason why how she's been able to do that, yes, she's may have given up a few hits, but she has walked no one here in the game. The 1-0. Little roller up along third. That's going to be foul. Backhanded there by Madsen, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. She's walked none. She's struck out 2. And Jones has been in control the entire game with good sound defense behind her today as well. As the next pitch misses outside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. So top of the 7th inning, 8-1 Preston. As the next pitch is going to be hooked, and that's going to be foul down toward the left field corner. And it's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes. The ladies are off until Friday. They'll have a doubleheader on the road at Idaho Falls. And then back home next Saturday, as they'll play another doubleheader coming up on Saturday against Gooding, with the first game starting at 11 a.m. Next pitch swung on and missed. So Campbell goes down on strikes. That's the first out here in inning number 7. And with 1 out, that'll bring up Morgan Kentner. Third strikeout in the game for Mesa Jones. Here's Kentner. First ball swinging, hits it toward the second baseman as Chatterley tries to flip it all in one motion, and it's high, and it goes off the glove of Carter. Rolls into foul territory, but no advancement. That was a tough play, a little short little ball in the infield with plenty of backspin. That was hitting that good soft dirt, and it was like a John Slaughter pitching wedge. It just checked up and bit right there. She tried to scoop it and flip it in one motion. And the ball went over the head of the first baseman, Carter, for the hit. Next pitch, first pitch here to Peck. That's hit in the air as that's going to be dropped out there. A tough play. That's going to be another hit as Peck with a pop-up into short left field that Avery Madsen was not able to bring in. So it's back-to-back hits. And back down to the top of the order, Maya Anderson. You realize when I was giving you realize when I was complimenting your pitching wedge game, John, I was being facetious, right? Next pitch to Anderson is a ground ball foul up along the third base line as Madsen picks it up in foul ground, and it's no balls and 1 strike. I'm sure John is good at lots of things. I'm just not sure golf's one of them. The 0-1 is high. No advancement by the runners as the runner over at first base, Peck, with a big running lead off the bag with the runner ahead of her and down by 7. You doubt she's going to go anywhere. Next pitch misses outside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. How about a nice ground ball in the infield and close this thing out with a double play? 1 out, top of the 7th. Pitch hits. There's the line drive caught by Madsen. They go back to second. There's the double play, and the inning is over. So Anderson lines into the double play as Preston able to turn it, and they are out of the inning. No runs, 2 hits, 1 left, as Preston able to win back-to-back games for the first time this year as they win it by the final score of 8-1. Stay tuned. We'll have the postgame show for you coming up as the Indians win it 8-1 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard.
Today's game is brought to you by Beckstead Real Estate, the real estate experts for Franklin County and beyond. Day Mountain Ranch. Relax, retreat, recharge. Crumble Cookies, bringing friends and family together over the world's best cookies. Magnolia Road. Ladies, stop in and update your wardrobe today. Puppy Steps Training. Northern Utah and Southern Idaho's premier board and puppy training facility since 2011. Butterfly Express Essential Oils in Clifton, where quality doesn't have to be expensive. West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in Preston. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. I Care for You, not just a name, but a commitment. Franklin County Medical Center with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. We have all the parts you need to keep your car running strong. Naylor Insurance, your local agent for home, health, life, and auto. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial Partners. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston and now in Pocatello. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now, stay tuned. The Ralph's Construction postgame show is coming up next.
It's a beautiful day for a ball game today. If you and I are out of dollars and cents, oh honey, we can always share a little hole in the fence. It's a beautiful day for the ladies, so throw all your dishes away. We're gonna cheer and boo and raise a hullabaloo at the ball game today. At the ball game, a wonderful ball game today. Wow!
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Whether you're an athlete looking to treat strained or sore muscles, a multitasking mom seeking balance, or just looking to boost your mood and nutrition, Butterfly Express is here for you. Experience the soothing scents and holistic benefits that cater to both your body and mind with our wide selection of essential oils, herbs, and supplements. And the best part is, unlike other big brand companies, Butterfly Express is affordable and local. Visit us in Clifton or explore our collection online at butterflyexpress.shop and use the promo code KACH10 for 10% off all regularly priced items. Quality doesn't have to be expensive. Butterfly Express Essential Oils.
Step into a realm of beauty and sophistication at Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Immerse yourself in the gentle radiance of our exquisite and popular candles, filling your home with captivating fragrances that embrace the senses. Bring refined tranquility into your home and elevate your connection to harmony through our exquisite decor, all while staying here in Franklin County. Elevate your living space with the allure of Day Mountain Ranch Home and Apothecary. Visit us today on 10th North Main Street in downtown Preston.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837.
Well, for the first time this year, the Preston Indians have won back-to-back games as they pick up an 8-1 victory today over the Marsh Valley Eagles. A very nifty little game here, too, as Preston was able to get exactly what they needed, a back-to-back win and a well-pitched game, headed into what will be a very busy week for the Indians indeed. Totals in the game brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. For the Indians to win it, 8 runs on 7 hits. They had sound defense as they did not commit an error, and they left 5 runners on base. Marsh Valley with 1 run on 8 hits overall. They committed 2 errors in the game, and they left 6. Jones was the winner for the Indians in complete game fashion to be able to pick up the win. Howell took the loss for Marsh Valley in a game that took 1 hour and 39 minutes to play. So Preston, with their first back-to-back wins of the year, they are now 3-8 on the season as they get ready for their 2 doubleheaders coming up later on in the week. We'll have more here on the post-game show as we continue right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
All right, for the Indians, as they pick up the 8-1 win, let's talk about our player of the game, or in this case, maybe players of the game. Our eye-popping players of the game brought to you by I Care For You in Preston. First one you have to talk about is offensively at the plate today. Avery Madsen with 4 hits in the game. She was 4 for 4. 2 singles, a pair of doubles. She drove in a run, and she scored 3 times. Great day offensively for Avery Madsen. The other person to talk about, Mesa Jones, as she went the complete game victory in the circle, gave up 8 hits, just the 1 run, and did not walk anybody and struck out 3 to pick up the victory. So certainly an eye-popping performance by both Mesa Jones and Avery Madsen today to help the Indians to the victory. Preston wins it 8-1. We'll come back and wrap it up right after this.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here. And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
WestMotorCompany.com.
The greatest of life's moments can pass in the blink of an eye. Make sure you enjoy them with clear vision. The optometrists at Eye Care For You have been serving patients in Cache Valley and Preston for 43 years. As a full-service optical store, you'll find glasses, contacts, and professional eye health and vision exams. Doctors Philip Cromwell, Jeff Cromwell, and Lance Henderson are committed to providing you with professional care for your vision. Call today to schedule an appointment in Preston or Logan. Eye Care For You. Not just a name, but a commitment.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
All right, for the Indians, they win it by the final score of 8-1. Is a good game for them today as they win their back-to-back games for the first time this year. Now, coming up for the Lady Indians, coming up this weekend, or this week and later this week, it gets much busier as they'll have a doubleheader on Friday when they'll travel to Idaho Falls, and then on Saturday they're back here at Tony Hansen Field for another doubleheader on Saturday as they'll host the Gooding Senators coming up on Saturday. The first pitch then at 11 o'clock. Our next broadcast will come up on Wednesday when the boys will be back in town as they will be playing host to the Pocatello Thunder as they jump back into conference play. That'll be a doubleheader coming up on Wednesday. The pregame show starting just after 3 o'clock with the first pitch of Game 1 of the doubleheader slated for 3:30, and we will look for you then. Until then, for John Slaughter back in the studio and for the Executive Director of KACH Radio Sports, Val Cook, I'm Dan Hubbard. Thanks for joining us as the Indians win it by the final score of 8-1. We'll talk to you on Wednesday. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.